Socrates once said that if you listen to the radio, then you're an idiot. And if you believe the fact that I just told you, you probably listen to the radio.
Yeah, I mean, we've never really been a band that is known to be like playing by the rules. It's true that we do take some notes from other places, other people, other bands, but at the end of the day, we're following our own set of rules, and we're not trying to change anything except the game.
So we've kind of seen in the past like how easy it is for music to change just overnight. You know, when Nirvana did Smells Like Teen Spirit, or whenever Cake did The Distance. So I feel like that could be something that happens with this album. Now, am I saying that this album is going to change music? Yeah, this album's going to change music. For the better or for the worse, that's what we're here to see. That's what we're trying to figure out. Very experimental, very avant-garde, very vintage. Thank you for listening.
I'm just gonna hit record and see what happens.
Pelicans is like one of the vibeier songs that we've got on the album. There's a lot of effects on the drums and the guitars, but I mean, other than that, you know, that stuff, it's all superficial. I mean, that's surface level. This thing is all about depth. And honestly, the effects on the instruments, they really don't mean much. It's really whenever you dig deeper into kind of the psychedelic elements of what it's really about, and what this album is really about. It's about vibes, it's about feeling, and about how music isn't a sound, it's more of a spiritual aurora that kind of encases you in its essence. And that's really the important part about Pelicans. You know, it's got that really groove and bass part. It's really got those drums, I think. And when you hear it, I mean, it's just the kind of thing that you gotta move to, because it's, you know, it's a feeling.
To dreams that never end. I'll be you, I do. I'll be you, and no one's afraid to be called by another. Only summer tells the tale of love.
So, Only Summer is a very self-reflective song that's meant to be kind of looking back on summer and just how summer's a little bit easier for you. As the lyrics, the lyrics are pretty deep. You know, it's all about looking in the past, because you can't look into the future. So all you can do is look backwards and try to be better. And summer's a much simpler time in life. There's not a lot of rules. There's not a lot of changes. and at the end of the day, you're getting it done. And summer, I think, is a good time. And with only summer, the idea behind it is saying, I wish that it was really only summer all year round, but it can't be. That's just life. You gotta have highs when you have the lows, you know? And that's only summer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think that there's rules in music. Like, we're not gonna get penalized for like writing lyrics on the spot, you know what I mean? Because nobody's gonna know.
Yeah, and also we're just really good at it.
Yeah, I mean that too. Because people will come up to me and they'll talk to me about how they really like the lyrics of all the other albums, and they don't know that like I just wrote them as it was recording.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think, I don't think we really need to change anything for this. I think we can continue just writing the albums as is and just going as fast as we can to profit as quick as we can.
We can keep pretending like withdrawals and deposits didn't happen.
What?
What?
What is it? Never heard of it.
So we got a new song on the album called Taste for Blood, and it's kind of this hypnotic, trance-like club feel song. And the kind of special part about it is that it syncs up perfectly with the opening cutscene of Dead Island 1. And one thing that people don't really realize with Double Vintage is we went out to write club hits with this particular album. You know, on the last one we did whatever we wanted, but with this one we really set out to write songs that would get radio play. We wanted to write hits, and just an album full of them, and I think that's what we did.
Sometimes people ask me, Josh, are you scared of anything? And honestly, I've got a lot of fears. Sometimes I fear being, too successful. Sometimes I fear having too much money, too many girls asking for my contact information. And sometimes it's a lot to take in. So, I mean, the life of a rock star is really not for everybody. Constantly being on the road, constantly having people trying to be my friend. You really have to try to weed out the fakes. It's about keeping your circle small and making sure that it's really the people that you really care about. Got it? We've got this one song, it's called The Other One. It's this really kind of hypnotic song. There's a lot of kind of repetition with lyrics. There's not a lot of lyrics, but the lyrics that are there, they're said a lot, and they are saying a lot. It's a lot deeper than people like to think. Sometimes you'll hear something and you'll kind of assume that it's on the surface level, and it doesn't go much further than that. The thing about that song is that it really goes deep. It's really that it's a song that's about death and about Go ahead.
I mean, with this album, we set out to kind of change things up and reinvent ourselves in a new light. We tackled the Black Keys, we tackled Queens of the Stone Age, we tackled writing a concept album, but one thing we didn't do was just try to write hits, and so just cough. And one thing that I think people fail to realize with Double Vintage is it's fun, and it's about the aesthetic, which is one thing that's really important to us, is the look. The sound of the music doesn't matter. Whenever you walk outside in your Double Vintage shirt, your Double Vintage hat, all on sale now, you're gonna get looks. And you're gonna have people say, that person knows about music. That person understands what makes music good. And even if you don't listen to the music, you should still wear Double Vintage shirts. Because
Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works.
I